Hey beauties, welcome back to TPL TV. My name is Princess, and you are now in the Princess Lifestyle, honey. How are you guys doing? I hope all is well. All is great over here. I am learning to be grateful and learning to be in the moment. And that is a conversation that we are going to have on Instagram Live tomorrow. Well, I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but the date is November 18th. Tune into my Instagram Live at noon. So let's get into the video. I'm first doing my hair. This is a ponytail that is going to be added to tplbeauty.com very soon, hopefully before the end of the year. Don't mind, it's a little worn in, a little tattooed, but it is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of the femme ponies, one of the newest femme ponies that I'm going to be adding to my Perfect Texture Tresses collection of ponytails. I have been wearing this ponytail in secret. Well, not in secret. I've been wearing it in public. I just haven't posted about it on social media at all. But I have been wearing this ponytail for about a year and a half, maybe. Not up to 2 years. It shouldn't be up to 2 years now, but about a year and a half. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It is such a vibrant texture, and it really does add a sense of extreme glam. So let's get into the makeup. I already did my baby hairs. I laid them down with one of my silken scarves from TPL Beauty that will also be back before the end of the year. And once I took that scarf off, I was ready to get into my complexion. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. As you can see, my skin is already moisturized, and once I put the primer on, I let that sit for about a minute so that my skin can properly absorb it, and then I get into my complexion perfection situation, honey, okay? Because you guys know I am always and forevermore the complexion queen, okay? So I'm using my Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. It's a change up from the complexion products that I've been using for the past, I'd say, month or two, but I have definitely missed this foundation stick. I haven't used it since I think like earlier this year, but it is such a good texture, such a good range of shades. It's just one of those foundations that you pick up and you may put it down for a few months, and then as soon as you pick it back up, you realize why you picked it up in the first place. So I will definitely be keeping this close to my hands. I have a special drawer for all of the products that I love to use. Then I have another one for products that I want to try that I haven't tried yet. And then I have my go-to products that I know for a fact will give me a beautiful look every single time I use it. And I'm definitely transferring these foundation sticks to that drawer, okay? If I don't do it, somebody please remind me. So now I am going to go ahead and highlight and contour, and I am using my Huda Beauty concealer. This is a great concealer. The coverage is, honey, when we say full coverage, it's full. It's very full. So if you're going for a full coverage, super glam look, which is pretty much my go-to, you know what I'm saying, with skin on the side. Not really on the side. Skin is always my bread and butter. But if you want a full coverage look, this concealer is going to give you exactly what you need, okay? So I am using the shade Peanut Butter in the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer, and that's such a good name, Overachiever. It definitely is. It goes above and beyond to give you the coverage that you need, okay? So I am using this Huda Beauty Concealer, and I'm just highlighting the way that I normally highlight. Nothing special. I blend for my life because this is a concealer that I would say sets relatively quickly because it's so full coverage. Usually with full coverage concealers, you can guarantee that they're going to set quickly. So move quickly. Now I'm going to be contouring, and I'm using my Huda Beauty Tan Tour. This is stated as a cream bronzer, but I use a shade that is, I would say, one shade darker than me. I don't use a super dark shade because I want to keep my face still soft, if that makes sense. I don't want harsh angles because I already have high cheekbones. I don't need to do too much contouring. Now, if I had more roundness to my face, I would go in a little bit heavier with my contour because I would want to create the illusion of super sharp cheekbones. But definitely be careful with that, you guys. My goal is to always help you all to maintain the beautiful structure that God blessed you with naturally. Not everybody needs high cheekbones. You don't need a sharp chin or a sharp nose, baby. Whatever God blessed you with, it's about enhancing that, not changing it. It's never going to be about changing it. You guys know on my channel, I teach you how to enhance what God has already blessed you with, not to change it. That's not my goal. So if you want to accentuate your cheekbones, because everybody has cheekbones, some people just have rounder faces with cheekbones, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to enhance those cheekbones, I always say start with a shade that's just one shade darker than your complexion. And then if you want to add a little bit more angular situations to your face, then you can go in just in the back corner of your cheekbone, the part that's closest to your ear. You can go in with a shade that's 2 shades darker than your complexion, but always give your face and your natural bone structure the chance to do its own thing, you know? Just start off small and then work your way up to wherever it is you're trying to go. So now I am just getting into my eye look. This is a very simple eye glam situation. It's really not difficult at all. All I used were 2 different brown shades. Well, I used a soft black and a deep warm brown. So that's what you see me blending all over my eyelid right now, and it's from the Huda Beauty Wild palette. I'm just taking that brown and I am blending it in and blending it out all over my eye. I didn't even really pack it onto my eyelid. I just dusted it on and blended it out. And now I'm taking this eyeliner from Juvia's Place and I am just drawing out a rough wing. It does not need to be perfect. It's actually not supposed to be perfect because we're going to completely blend that out. And I'm blending it out with a brush from Sigma. And this is basically, you can use even an eyeshadow brush, a regular pat on eyeshadow type brush, and just blend out that liner. If you feel like it's getting messy, you're doing the right thing. Okay, if you feel like it's getting a little bit out of control, you're moving correctly, honey. That's correct, because what we want is a smoky liner. So now that we've gotten that eye to where we want it to be so far, I'm gonna try out these new Huda Beauty Glow-ish Luminous Pressed Powders. I'm using the shade 11 under my eye, and I can say that these powders are really, really, really beautiful. If you're going for a matte look though, you might not want to use these on the under eye, you know? Because the look that I ended up with in the end, my skin was matte, but there was, I guess, a light sheen all over my face. And I didn't mind it. I thought that it was a beautiful glow, but I know that not everybody wants that. So just for future reference, if you plan on trying these powders, which are very good, they have got great coverage as well. If you plan on trying these powders, definitely make the consideration that you will be very luminous. You will. It's a subtle luminosity, but it's definitely still there. So this would be great for somebody who has normal skin, but if you have oily skin, you definitely want to be more careful. I have oily skin and I did okay with it, but you know, some people have more oily skin than I do. So just be careful. So now I'm going to take that same liner from Juvia's Place and I'm going to be buffing that out on my under eye. I am being very generous with this liner. I'm putting it in my waterline, and I'm also putting it outside. I'm putting it on the rim of my lower lash line, and I'm blending that out with that soft black that I used for the liner on my top lash line, and then I'm going to blend it out further with the brown that I have all over my lid. That's going to create a perfect transition, and it's going to give your eye look the seamlessness that it needs, because you don't want to just use a black and you don't want to just use a brown. You want to have some dimension. So that's why I always go in with the black first, and it may look a little scary. I know, girl. It looks scary at first, but once you clean it up with that brown and you make sure that you're using a small, skinny type of brush that can really get into those small areas, those cracks and crevices. If you use that brush and you transition with browns and blacks that are complementary, honey, you'll be good to go. So now I'm just taking a combo of two powders, my MAC Studio Fix, I think it's NW48, that's my go-to, and I'm combining that with my Bare Minerals Cocoa 30. Once again, I always say this, shout out to Mally Magic, the queen, Mally Magic. She is the ultimate makeup artist, the ultimate giver. Her spirit is just so genuine. She put me onto this Bare Minerals powder so many years ago. I think it was, honey, it might be 5 to 7 years ago by now. I don't know. However old that powder is when she put me on. If you're not following Mally Magic, you have lost your mind, okay? You need to be evaluated. You need to be checked out, okay? So go follow Mally Magic. She is amazing, and she's just love her. Just freaking love her. Anyway, so I'm just doing my brows, and I'm using my P. Louise brow pencil. I've been using this brow pencil for the longest. I don't know what it is about this brow pencil, but it's just so good. It's just so effortless. It doesn't make my brows too dark. It is long lasting. This brow pencil lasts several months for me, even though I do my makeup quite often nowadays. And I'm just following that up with the Glowish blushes. So Huda Beauty came out with the luminous pressed powders and also these blushes. They call it cheeky vegan blushes. So the shade I'm using is Charming Cherry, that shade number 4. I'm not sure if this is the darkest shade or what, but it is very pretty. To be completely honest with you, I was shocked, like shocked that it actually showed up, because usually blushes, especially vegan products, they're hard to have. It's difficult to achieve a certain level of pigmentation, and these were quite pigmented. I was pleasantly surprised. So if you're looking for some new blushes to try, I would say at the very least go into Sephora and try them out. I believe Glowish is located in Sephora now. I believe it's available. I hope so. But yeah, it's really awesome. So I did my lip off camera. If you want to know what products I used, head over to my Instagram right now and follow me, like a few pictures, send a few posts to your friends and tell them that they need to get their lives together. Okay, and follow me there. So this is the final look. Absolutely stunning. This is my second holiday glam look. This was real subtle, you know what I'm saying? This is when you this is like a Friendsgiving look, you feel me? Not the actual Thanksgiving, but the Friendsgiving. This is when you're showing up and you just want to let people know that you're about to come with the heat this holiday season. This is a pre-game, okay? It's a pre-game, but it's still giving royalty. So definitely stay tuned to TPL Beauty's Instagram and Perfect Texture Tresses Instagram, because before the year's over, I'm going to be dropping several things, and you guys are going to see the changes that are to come with TPL Beauty. I have so much to talk to you guys about, and I really got to sit down and make a video about that so that I can bring you guys into what I'm doing. Anyway, I love you all so much. I'm so excited to keep making videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.